Hey, hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining me today. So today we are reviewing Presenter Coach. Now, Presenter Coach, if you're not familiar, is a feature in PowerPoint. It's a relatively new feature, probably came out within the last year or so. PowerPoint in general is a really great program. I use it extensively myself, something a lot of my students and clients use as well. But I think, as you'll see with Presenter Coach, it's not ready for prime time. And the idea with Presenter Coach is that it's going to help you, through an AI system, basically improve your delivery, to improve your speaking speed, your tonality, and other aspects of your communication skills. So it makes sense that it would go into PowerPoint, because people are giving PowerPoint presentations verbally and delivering them in conferences and meetings all the time. So it's a natural fit. The problem is that it just doesn't work, okay? So to see why that is, we're going to do a simple demo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read this text with average speed, slow speed, and fast speed, and we'll see if Presenter Coach is actually reliable, what the actual results are. So what you do is you open your Outlook account, you create a new slideshow, a new PowerPoint slideshow. So that's where I am right now in PowerPoint. And I'm going to go from home. If you want to practice with the Presenter Coach, you're going to go to Slideshow and then Rehearse with Coach. Before I do that, this is the text here that I'm using, and this text is from a CNBC article. I just copied it. I'm going to go to the CNBC article here. Okay, so this is the text that I've copied, basically these first 3 paragraphs of this article. That's the content that I'm using, and I made a little bit of a change, a few edits to it. I'm just going to open a Word document, copied and pasted the text here. As you can see, I'm just going to highlight all this text so we can count the number of words. In the bottom left-hand corner here, you can see it's 144 words. Okay? So we know that it's 144 words. This enables us to manually calculate the words per minute, how fast I'm going to be speaking. Okay? So this is 144 words. Again, I made like very minor edits to just make sure that the words are counted properly. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to click on Rehearse with Coach. And okay, I have to allow the microphone. Okay, so I'm going to click Rehearse with Coach. And we're ready to go. So let's see what happens. Here goes. The coronavirus pandemic has altered society in immeasurable ways, including, of course, investing. Stocks that benefited from people staying home, such as Netflix and Zoom Video, outperformed expectations in the past few months, while retailers and airline companies, among others, saw their stocks fall off a cliff. And now some of those worst performing stocks of March and April are staging a comeback as economies begin to reopen. But there could be a more long-lasting effect on Wall Street. COVID may well prove to be a major turning point for ESG investing as the pandemic alters society's values. This investing approach, which evaluates a company's environmental, social, and governance ratings alongside traditional financial metrics, was already coming off a banner year, and its reach continues to expand. So far this year, U.S.-listed sustainable funds are seeing record inflows despite the market turmoil. Okay, so I read the entire text word for word. This is accurate. It was 57 seconds. And you can see in the middle here, Presenter Coach is saying my pace or my speed was 138 words per minute, which it says is just right. Keep it up. Okay. Well, let's actually test this manually. So it was 57 seconds. Let's open up a spreadsheet. This was me speaking at, let's say, an average speed. 57 seconds. We know it was 144 words. 144 words divided by 57 seconds is 2.5 per second times 60 seconds, 152 words per minute. 152 words per minute. What did Presenter Coach say? 138. Okay, huge difference, not even close. The difference between 138 words per minute and 152 words per minute, it's a very significant difference. I think you'll see as we continue to do these. But that's not even the end of it with Presenter Coach. Presenter Coach gives me this words per minute range, your average pace over time. Clearly this is erroneous because the end result is incorrect. Okay? But it gives the range, the green zone is between 100 and 150. If you're speaking at 100 or 101 words per minute, that is extremely slow, extremely slow. So the fact that they count like 102 words per minute as being like a good speed or a good option for the vast majority of business presenters, which are the people that are using this tool, that indicates that they really don't know what they're talking about, and therefore they are giving you erroneous analysis and they are guiding you incorrectly. You don't believe me? Just test this stuff out yourself, okay? So the range is just incorrect. More likely a better range for the average presenter would be something in the range of like 130 to 160 words per minute, something like that, if you wanted to give a range. But the other problem with this is that they're giving you this average, this kind of ideal range, but your ideal speaking speed is completely dependent on your personal style, your personality, how you present best, your audience that you're speaking to, the kind of image or identity that you're trying to get across to your audience, what the context is. Are you speaking to a highly educated audience that has very limited time? Are you speaking to an audience of high school graduates? You know, totally different situations, totally different contexts. You have to adjust your delivery accordingly, and that includes your speed. Only a coach will be able to inform you of these things and guide you effectively. A real coach, a human coach, not an AI coach. The AI is just not there yet. So that's the second major problem, is the average speaking speed. But then the third is the pitch. Now, it tells me try increasing the tone for your key points. Okay, I was not monotone. My tone and my pitch was fine, and I intentionally had a variety of highs and lows in my delivery specifically to test this. It's giving me bad analysis. It's giving me a bad recommendation. If I go any further with my tonality and my tonal variety, it's going to start sounding excessive, okay? So basically, on 3 of these metrics, Presenter Coach is failing. Now, it says you didn't say too many filler words in your speech. That's true. I did not say any filler words in my speech, so at least it picked that up. Okay, so that was with an average speed, right? So we know that my average speed was, again, 152 words per minute. Now let's try a slow speed. So what we're going to do is literally go back to the exact same text, rehearse again. Okay, I'm going to start rehearsing in a second. This time I'm going to read the exact same text, word for word, so it's the same number of words, but I'm going to speak at a much slower pace, so it's going to take me longer to read the same text. Here we go. The coronavirus pandemic has altered society in immeasurable ways, including, of course, investing. Stocks that benefited from people staying home, such as Netflix and Zoom video, outperformed expectations in the past few months, while retailers and airline companies, among others, saw their stocks fall off a cliff. And now, some of those worst performing stocks of March and April are staging a comeback as economies begin to reopen. But there could be a more long-lasting effect on Wall Street. COVID may well prove to be a major turning point for ESG investing as the pandemic alters society's values. This investing approach, which evaluates a company's environmental, social, and governance ratings alongside traditional financial metrics, was already coming off a banner year, and its reach continues to expand. So far this year, U.S.-listed sustainable funds are seeing record inflows despite the market turmoil. Okay, so total time spent in the top left, 1 minute and 18 seconds. Presenter Coach tells me what? 124 words per minute. Let's see if if that's even close to being accurate. So 1 minute and 18 seconds, we know it's 144 words. So 1 minute and 18 seconds is 78 seconds. So that's equivalent to 1.85 words per second, which times 60 is 111 words per minute. Okay, 111 words per minute. Presenter coach thought it was 124. It's not even close. It's not even close. Okay, my actual speed was 111. Presenter coach thought it was 124. Again, tonality is all wrong, completely wrong. It says try increasing your tone for key point. My tonality was fine. Pause the video, rewind it, play it back again. You will see that if my tonality was any more excessive, if there was any more variety in my tonality, it would just start to become excessive. Okay, so it's not calibrated properly. I think what's happening, based on my previous testing and some of my clients, is that it's interpreting a deep voice as monotone. I think that's the issue, which is completely erroneous. It's simply not true. I have a deep voice. A lot of people have deep voices. So it's getting that screwed up. Bear in mind, I'm a native speaker of English. I'm speaking, in my Northeast New York City region accent, basically. It should at least have that down, right? It should at least be able to analyze and comprehend a native-born American accent, right? Imagine if you have a foreign accent. Imagine if you have a thick foreign accent, where you're fluent in English, but you have a strong accent. Presenter coach is going to completely screw you over. Let's do one more run through. This time I'm going to go fast. Okay, so this is going to be a fast speaking speed. Not slow, not average. Same exact content, same exact words, word for word. But it's going to be, I'm going to go as fast as I possibly can while still being coherent. So here we go. The coronavirus pandemic has altered society in immeasurable ways, including, of course, investing. Stocks that benefited from people staying home, such as Netflix and Zoom Video, outperformed expectations in the past few months, while retailers and airline companies, among others, saw their stocks fall off a cliff. And now some of those worst-performing stocks of March and April are staging a comeback as economies begin to reopen. But there could be a more long-lasting effect on Wall Street. COVID may well prove to be a major turning point for ESG investing as the pandemic alters society's values. This investing approach, which evaluates companies' environmental, social, and governance ratings alongside traditional financial metrics, was already coming off a banner year, and its reach continues to expand. So far this year, U.S.-listed sustainable funds are seeing record inflows despite the market turmoil. Okay, so there's a little bit of a hiccup there, but basically, I mean, if the AI was good, it would be able to process it. So all of a sudden, I'm in the danger zone. I'm going too fast, according to Presenter Coach, right? Of course, I was going much faster than what it says. And if I was actually speaking at 157 words per minute, then, it would be fine. So the fact that they say that 157 words per minute is too fast, that's a huge red flag. I mean, it's not even close to being true. Remember, my first drill was my average, quote-unquote, average speed was 152, right? 152 words per minute, which is technically above their green zone of 150, right? So we know that's erroneous, but okay, so let's calculate this. So I spent 42 seconds here speaking that. Let's go down here. So it was 42 seconds. Again, it's 144 words in 42 seconds. Divide that. That's 3.4 per second times 60 seconds. 206 words per minute. What did Presenter Coach say? 157. Not even close. It's not even in the ballpark. I mean, I don't know if they did any kind of testing on this before they rolled it out, any kind of manual testing. I mean, in 15 minutes, I'm clearly demonstrating here that this is completely useless. So the speed is completely wrong. Meanwhile, the tonality thing, again, it's telling me, try increase the tone for your key point. I have a feeling I could speak like Mickey Mouse. I could speak like Mickey Mouse on crack, and it would still tell me, try increasing the tone for your key points. Guys, Presenter Coach, great concept. I love the concept, I've looked at other AI tools as well that try to coach people on their speaking speed and tonality and other aspects of delivery. The AI is just not there yet. It's not ready for prime time. If you rely on these kinds of tools right now in 2020, it's not going to go well for you, okay? You need either a professional coach or a teacher, speaking instructor of some kind, or talk to a friend, talk to a colleague, get someone else to watch you and observe you and give you feedback, or barring any of that, just record yourself on your phone and then manually calculate. If you're interested in how fast you're talking, which in many cases is not even relevant, but if you're interested in improving that for a particular audience, speaking faster, speaking slower, record yourself, and then just manually count your speaking speed, and you're going to be more accurate than this thing. So that's the review of a presenter coach in PowerPoint. Hope that was useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.